Alright, so I want you to picture this. I want you to picture a nation that is crumbling. And it's not crumbling because of war, it's not crumbling because of politics or inequality, but it's crumbling because of addiction. Now, where does addiction start? You could argue that it starts physically. Maybe a soldier out on the battlefield who's under a lot of physical stress finds that he needs morphine in order to live his day to day. But not every soldier needs morphine. Put under the same environment, I therefore think it's mental. Now let's take a look at the role of mental health and how it affects a nation. What does it do? Firstly, we have three major problems that are affecting countries. One of the countries is my country, South Africa. These three major problems include addiction, rape, and unemployment or dropouts. Now, how do we even tackle these problems? Where would we even begin? How would we understand where to start with these problems? Now, the first one, addiction, it's very tricky. There are so many there are so many roads to land at the destination of addiction, whether it's alcoholism, nicotine addiction, heroin use. In South Africa, we also have a drug known as TUC, which is low quality methamphetamine. Now, you could argue that the country needs to provide the proper infrastructure in order to support people that are going through addiction or withdrawal. But it starts in the home. It starts in the home. The second argument you can make regarding rape, that is also another dangerous human behavior. It goes against life. It causes instability. It causes broken families. It causes traumatized women. And it places such a heavy tax on a woman's life, an unimaginable tax when a woman falls pregnant to rape. Now, why is it that this is happening? Well, through my own research, provided before this we spoke of alcoholism, I have found alcohol to be a great contributor to homicides and rape statistics. I therefore think it's of utmost importance. I therefore think it's of utmost importance that people are not only educated on topics such as rape, but also alcoholism, addiction, the effect of alcohol. It is such a it is such an unimaginably ignorant topic. We are so unaware of the negative effects of alcohol. And sure, it is great as a celebratory drink, but our habitual use of it has caused far more pain and suffering than you could imagine. It's an anti anxiety, it inhibits your sense of care. Thirdly, what about unemployment or dropout rates? What's going on over there? My thinking is that the first part is financial, maybe not having the money to put your kids through school, maybe not prioritizing the right things. I know of many communities where the child's education is of utmost importance, where a lot of the family's money goes towards the child's education, but I also know many communities where the child is belittled, patronized, and the money is taken elsewhere. In very, very stupid, selfish ways, the money is spent, whether it's on furthermore addictions or car leases that they do not need, or on tattoos or new clothes. A lot of these problems start in the home, and it may be the selfishness of parents that affects our generations to come. You could easily say it's the government not providing the proper support. Could argue that, but I feel that is only a symptom of the root cause. Now, we may not be able to tackle a problem as large as rape, addiction, or unemployment and education in South Africa. So where do we start? We start with ourselves. How's your mental health? Are you able to sit alone with your own thoughts, lacking any sort of distraction? Are you able to sit and stare at a wall for 5 minutes without feeling uncomfortable by what comes up? Or are you someone who's sleep deprived and you rely on addiction in order to get through the day? A lot of these problems can be solved if you start with your own life. Instead of looking outwardly, saying it's the government, saying it's culture, religion, it's abusive homes. It's easy to say those things, but you need to start with yourself. I encourage you to try for the next few days to meditate for 10 minutes a day, either in the morning or in the night. And that habit can be met as well with journaling. Writing down not only what you feel, but what you think. I find it very, very effective to write checklists for my day. So I know what it is that I expect of myself, what it is that needs to be done. Whether it's filming this video, or training at the gym, or packing for going to a weekend away. I always have a checklist, one for thinking and one for feeling. A great analogy is to treat yourself as if you're someone who's responsible for helping. Treat yourself as if you are your own younger sibling that you're trying to keep an eye on, you're trying to keep overwatch for, and you're trying to help them achieve the things they want for themselves. And you're trying to help them stick to the values that they've set for themselves. Don't treat yourself as expendable. Value your time, value your integrity, stick to what you say. Mental health isn't some topic that is just out there, but it begins with each and every individual. I hope you take this video seriously. I hope you take some time to maybe meditate and journal and think about how problems in the home or problems with the individual are the root cause of problems in a greater society, in a nation, in a world. And the place that we can start fixing or curing or more effectively living with these problems, the way that we can more effectively live with these problems is to first start with you.